I wanted him to be independent from me, from me, because he was like an appendage, was sticking to me, like हम दोनों का हाथ एक ही था, literally, I didn't want that, that because he needs to survive in this world without me. Tomorrow I'm not going to be there. He can't wait for his mama all the time.
So how old is your elder son? How elder
He's
how old? Huh?
31.
So he's like 5 years elder to Shay.
Yeah, 5.5 years. Yeah.
5.5 years. So when you were doing this weekend thing, or when you were like, in Bhopal, did that disrupt his routine, and did he like cope with it? How was it?
No. See, I think any child born into such a family, right, with special needs, they mature very fast. I think my son matured at 6 and 7, my elder one. He knew that, he had to be responsible. He knew I'll not get the things that I need, because Sherry is always going to be on top of the list. Sherry's priorities are always more. So he got used to it. So yeah, I think his studies did get affected a bit, but he's now coping very well. He's in Canada right now. He's doing very well. I'm happy for him. And he is like my backbone, actually.
Wow.
He supports me a lot.
So I have one more question to ask you. So did you kind of, now that he is there for 5 years, and as in, when you enroll to such a school, do you convey that he'll be there for the entire life, or for 5 years, or for 6 years? Like, how does that whole thing work out?
So I would like it to be full life, because the center that he's going to is run privately. It's not funded by anybody. So the sir is very clear cut, very professional, and takes very good care of the kids. Hygiene and everything is perfect. You should go and see the center, actually. It's a small setup, but the amount of work he's doing for the setup is too good. His kids are all in the same line. One is doing psychology, one is doing audiology, masters in the US. So obviously he has put in his own money. He has put in some crores of rupees. So obviously it has to be carried forward. He hasn't taken any deposits from us as yet. In fact, you won't believe, other schools are all taking 5 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 10 lakhs deposit. He takes just 1 month's fees as a deposit. That to a cancelled check. Can you imagine?
Oh.
So he knows the problem of parents, what parents are going through financially also,
So it is that, what I'm trying to ask you is, like, I know of some elder parents, like, who are like in their 70s and all. So what happens when the parents are no more? What happens to kids? How is it, like, the legal guardian takes care, or like, how do we ensure that the child, not the child, but the young adult is taken care of? So how does that, I mean, I don't know, I'm just asking.
No, see, this is the thing. I was worried about that only. Who is going to take care of my child? Because I have only 2 children. Now I can't destroy my elder one's future for the younger one's future, right? So that's why I made sure that early on, let's put him somewhere with the elder one, because my elder one, I'll tell you the truth, he doesn't want to get married. He's avoiding all that because he's fearing for his brother. I don't want that to happen to him. So I had to take a decision, put him safe somewhere, so my elder one can live his life and still there be for his brother, That's important. What happens, you put a lot of burden on the sibling also. Parents don't realize it, actually. Future is at stake for them also. If you're financially well off, fine, you can hire 10 servants. But what will servants do for your children? Yeah, they just take care of them. That's all. They don't train them. They don't do anything for them. They just take them from one place, A to B, B to C, C to D, and bring them back.
Yeah.
So I felt that. Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It slipped in my mind now. I'll come back to it. Tell me.
Because I remember talking to Indu Chaswal once, and I think her eldest, I think he's there only, I think, in that same setup. I don't remember, but where is he? But what I'm trying to convey, she is very clear that after her, who would take care of the child, and how will it be managed? So have you planned all of those things? I mean, it's too early, but I mean, are those things?
We are in the stage of planning. My son also is planning a lot of stuff. So let's see. I'm not sure exactly how it's going to happen. But as of now, we know that, he will be there for quite some time. I think by that time, sir will decide what is to be done for the future, because he is a very well planned person. He's not. I think the reason he's opened a school is to run forever, only most probably, because he has started it now. He can't shut it down. Obviously, right. Professional. His kids are also in the same line, so obviously it's going to go forward. But yeah, they haven't worked out the mathematics of it. How much we have to put in, or we have to open a trust. We haven't done that yet because I am right now living alone. Everybody in my family is in different places, so we all have to meet to figure out all these things.
Mm-hmm. You appointed a legal guardian for Sherry when he was 18?
No, I want to do that also. We have been, I don't know why that has not happened. Everything else has happened, but that has not happened. So that I'm waiting for my husband to come in January, and we're going to get that also.
Okay. So what Indu Chaswal once told me when I was talking to her was that, the best gift, what you have done is actually let him be alone so he learns to be independent. And
Exactly.
she says if your child can eat, drink, do all his self-help skills, help others, then he's not a liability. He's like, he's going to be helpful to somebody. So then even if I pass away, she says, it's not going to be difficult. So the best gift to give any child is independence in acquiring skills, So
I agree on that. Yes, I wanted him to be independent from me, because he was like an appendage, was sticking to me, like हम दोनों का हाथ एक ही था, literally. I didn't want that, that because he needs to survive in this world without me. Tomorrow I'm not going to be there. He can't wait for his mama all the time, and everyone else has their own life. I can't blame siblings or brothers and sisters. They also need to live their life, whatever said and done. So because in the center Sherry goes to, I think during Corona, some parents died, during Corona, old parents. Yeah. One was a squadron leader. He was army, big shot guy from Delhi. And it was such a tough time for the whole family. They didn't know what to do with the child. The mother is also old, 80 plus. The siblings didn't know what to do. Yeah. They found the center. They came. And I think that boy is now 68 years old. He has autism and Down syndrome.
68.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of senior kids there. Lot of senior kids. That's why the center, I think, filled up within 8 months, 8 to 9 months. So I feel parents should really think about this and, go forward with their thoughts, because the more you hang on to your kids, you can't let them go, It's attachment, And parents, generally, I feel they're worried about a small thing, Oh, will they get food? Will they be kept clean? These are not important things. Will they be happy? Look at that. Yeah. Obviously cleanliness and all are important. You would obviously put your child in a very good center according to your capability. If you have the finance, you will put him in a 5-star place. You have medium income, you'll put him in a third star place. So that you have to look out for. But you have to put him, whatever said and done. He learns to live with other people as his own, Now I see Sherry holding his friends' hands and walking in the evenings. They send me videos of him walking. He doesn't like walking with anybody, but he's walking. He's tolerating the higher functioning kids and allowing them to take him for a walk, So he knows, listen, I got to put my share in now. I can't be just sitting and doing nothing.
And he gets to come home. There's a routine, or there are particular months. How does
no. See, holidays, festivals, nobody can go. The sir is very particular because he does it like a 5-star. That nobody does it. The functions that he holds, I will send you some videos. It's like it's like you do wedding planning, no? Wedding planners. He gets planners to do the functions, So he says, no Diwali, no Christmas, no New Year, no Jobi, Ram Navami, Jobi, Navratri, nothing. No kid can go home. Not allowed unless there's an emergency.
Okay.
Any other time you can take your child. Whenever you want to take your child, you don't want to take your child, you can keep your child for the whole year there. That's up to you. Okay. What you want. He has no compulsion. So I like the center because of that. Because there are some siblings who can't take their children home if the parents are dead. They can only go and meet them or spend 2 days in that area and live in a hotel or something like that. Luckily for me, I've not brought him home because I can't travel alone with him in the train. I have a good friend in Kurukshetra, so I take him and stay at her place, or I bring him to Chandigarh, whichever.
So he's just with you for some time and then he goes back.
Yeah, 4-5 days he's with me.
And can I ask you one more question? So when
please, any amount.
So when you go and meet him, I mean, it's very. I mean, if you don't want to answer, it's okay. But is it that it's our need as a parent, or is it the child's need? You know what I'm trying to ask you?
No, I didn't follow you. Just repeat it again.
It's like, sometimes it's like I want to meet my child, or is it that the child wants to meet you? Like when we go and meet, what do you feel? It's both. He also wants to meet.
Okay. He wants to meet, but the problem is with Sherry is he wants only food. The minute he sees me, he connects me with food. So immediately the sign starts. Like, I want food. He takes my purse, my handbag, my bag, and everything. And he gets frustrated, if I don't give him food. So sir always tells me he doesn't do this in the school. But when he sees you, he reacts like this. I said he's used to me. He knows mama means food. He's combined both of us together with food and mama. So he needs that. So he knows. If he doesn't get the food, he'll just walk off. Can you believe it? If he doesn't get it, he doesn't need me. Yeah, he knows. Okay, I'll get the food in the mess. I don't need mama now.
But in the school, he's more, you are saying, disciplined. He's not asking for food again.
There is a bell system out there. He knows the bell has to be rung for him to. He waits, no doubt. I think he's the glutton one. He's I think second in number for flicking food in the mess. He's second in number. So so sir always tells me he is a foodie, total foodie. So the kids are used to the bell. There are kids. Some of the kids are foodies, autistic kids, because they only enjoy food. So he waits for the bell. He's patient. Whereas at home, if he comes for 5 days, also he's not patient. Every 10 minutes he's hungry. It's a psychological need for him. Then we both get frustrated.
Okay. It was really enlightening, talking to you, because the way
Thank you so
you're talking. No, seriously, it's like, yeah, he's doing it. Yeah, he's comfortable. People who are going to be listening.
I don't think he's any different from any neurotypical kid. I don't think so at all. He needs help, that's all. But otherwise, he is just like a neurotypical kid. I don't feel at all, and I'm very happy. Because initially I used to feel a bit sad, like once or twice when I used to go, like I used to feel sad for missing him. Not that I put him in the center. I'm missing my son. I came to a stage in life where I have to put him there. I felt sad for that part because I knew he was happy there. But now when I go, I don't have tears in my eyes. I don't have anything. And now he takes his own bag and he goes inside because he's related. That's my home now. He's understood it. Initially he used to grab my hand, my wrist, and try to tell me that don't leave me, because I knew he wanted food or he wants a car drive or whatever. But now when I go now, he sees me, he finishes everything and he goes back inside. It doesn't matter now. So that's what I wanted, that he should not be missing us. I don't want our child to miss us, and we'll feel bad about it. Like, we start thinking, okay, have we made a wrong decision in putting him in a center or whatever? But because I'm seeing my son happy, I propagate to everybody. You won't believe, I get calls with so many parents, and I tell them the plus points, but still they are having a lot of difficulty accepting.
Yeah. But I'm sure the ones who are listening, because the biggest fear that most parents have is, what if he doesn't improve with therapy? What if he doesn't start talking? But he'll still live. He'll be happy. He'll enjoy.
No, I'm not even looking at that. I'm not looking at his improvement. I'm not looking at anything. I'm looking at, is he happy there? That's more important. What more can he learn now? What can he learn now? You tell me. At 25, 26, whatever he had to learn, he's learned until he was 6 years old. I mean, I have to be practical. I know my child's ability. I know his level of intelligence. He needs food. He needs comfort. He needs good clothes. He needs a good bed to sleep on. He needs an air condition. This is what I'm providing for him. Yes, there is physical activity. Things are happening. Fine. Even if he doesn't do it, it's okay with me. If his mood is not permitting, he doesn't want to do any activity. I told sir said, no, we don't force children, because they will start hating the center. They should think it's their home and we can do what we want out here. Discipline has to be maintained. That is important. So he knows, Sherry knows, I'll do 5 nakras, 6th time he has to do the activity, whatever said and done. He can't get away with it. So I think parents looking for improvement at this stage in life, is he going to speak? Is he going to write his name? You won't believe, I never even thought once that Sherry should write his name. Because I didn't want him to write his name. I wanted his self-help skills be more important for him. What is the point writing ABCD if you don't know what is ABCD standing for? So I guess that acceptance it came very quickly into me, at a very early stage, at early diagnosis. So I was able to, like you say, it didn't perturb me at all.
Yeah. Because you just, like, when I asked you, you said at 12, I thought he should be independent, and so at what age did he go? You said 5 years back, that's 21.
No, he started, in this sentence 5 years, but from here, if you look at it, he was 18. See, I was exactly on target, 18 years old.
Okay, the weekend thing that he started was at 18.
Yeah. So I would calculate from there, because at 18, I started the initiative of trying to put him in a center, and trying to see if he can. But yeah, I'll tell you one thing, Sherry is a very good child. No complaints from Sherry at all, because he's very docile and a very always smiling child. So school is very happy with him. Wherever I put him, they're all happy with Sherry because he's obedient also, He doesn't resist anybody. He just goes with the flow. So that is easier for the management to take care of him, no? The staff to take care of him also.
True. But it also was because you gave him all of that, that zero from 3. You took him to school, train. You did everything. I still remember.
I did everything. Yes.
Yeah. So
I took him in second class also. Train. I didn't take him in AC because he doesn't like AC actually. He likes to go in second class. So I used to take him in second class, but I was getting so irritated with the second class that I finally shifted him to AC. But he was frustrated in AC. He was not enjoying the AC journey at all. He loves going by bus. I used to take him for bus journeys in Bombay. Ghatkopar se Andheri tak. कहाँ से मेरे घुमाते थे उसको ना ट्रेन बस जर्नीज में. He loves all that.
Yeah.
Outgoing person basically.
Wow. Great. It was awesome talking to you. Seriously.
Yeah, same here, Reena. Thank you so much
and you
for
look
opening
the
this
same,
platform.
huh? You look the same. I mean,
is it?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, I can only see your face, but you were like this. The energy. I don't mean physically. I don't what I mean is the energy that you have.
I know.
Is the same
it
energy.
Bubbly energy. That's what everyone says.
It's the same. It's the same. That has not changed at all. Because
Thank
usually
so
it's like, oh, I'm old, or my kids are old. There's nothing like that.
No. I'm the last thing but old, okay? I don't want to be old.
Yeah.
My mom is 85 and she doesn't consider herself old, so I can't consider myself old. No way.
Wow. Great. Thank you so much, Reema. Thank you so
anytime. Thank you for this platform because it's the first time for me. I'm not very, tech savvy in all these things, but you made it comfortable for me. Thank you so much.
But you know what? This discussion is going to help so many parents who are going to watch it. Because it is because the ease with which you're talking, the ease with which you transitioned, it's awesome. It's really inspiring.
Thank you so much. I hope so. I really hope it helps a lot of parents because a lot of centers are coming up in India right now because it's the need of the hour right now after Corona, especially after the pandemic. A lot of children have lost their parents, their siblings, and relatives don't know what to do with the children. So parents' duty is to ensure, I'm specifying that, keep your child in a good center before something happens. You're prepared for it, not the relatives running around and finding out a center for your child. Because somebody is looking for a center is different than we looking for a center. We know our priorities, what our children require.
Yeah.
So I think...
I forgot to ask one more thing. What if the child has a medical condition comes up? If the child is unwell or whatever, then how do they manage? They manage it in the center only there?
Yes. If it is a serious problem, they will call the parents immediately. No doubt about it. But they have hospitals and they have linked up with Chandigarh, AIMS and everything. All the good hospitals in Chandigarh. So not a problem at all. They do everything. But you won't believe, Sherry, I think one fever he's got in 5 years.
Wow.
I think, and that is the climate is extreme there. Winters, you can't see, it's so foggy, but they're taking very good care of the children. And you won't believe for Corona, I hope I'm not taking too much of your time. For Corona, we couldn't see our children for 1 year. It was not allowed to go to the center because it was like everybody was banned, right? So he was very particular. So we could only do video calling with our child. That's when I understood, okay, our child can be without us, even without meeting them. They can survive. We have this thing, okay, they can't live without us, they can't live without seeing us. But I understood, I told my husband, he can survive without us. He doesn't need to see us all the time. Physically. I'm talking physically. And Sir took such good care. He had the government of Haryana supporting him, the RCI supporting of Haryana. And Sir was worried if any child got Corona, how would they take him to the quarantine place? Because our kids can't adjust, right? He called the corporation commissioner to his center and showed in the center, and he said, "You are doing a better job than what the government is doing."
Wow.
For the school, because kids did. Some parents were grumpy about not meeting the kids. They did visit after 1 year, and you won't believe they got the Corona. They traveled with it, and kids ended up having Corona. Luckily, I got Sherry back on time. I got Sherry back immediately on time. I kept him at home for 40 days. Okay. But he didn't get Corona. Can you believe it? Even though he was exposed to it.
Wow. Strong immune system.
Because most of the parents are very far away, so they can't come during Corona, right? It was not allowed to travel. So the parents who were nearby, we got special permission from the magistrate to take the car and bring our kids back. So I think 15 kids could come back home. The rest were in the center.
How many do they have in all over there?
I think all in all 60 only.
60. That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He is on waiting for 3 years.
Wow. Awesome.
Awesome.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So he told him,
Seriously.
sir, he's got enough for making more floors, you know. So I told him, sir, parents are asking a lot. But only thing is, see, I put him quite far away compared to other parents. For me, Kurukshetra is nearer. But for other parents to travel from Bombay or from other centers is very difficult. But there are parents from Bangalore, from Bombay. I think there's 2 parents from Bombay who have put their children there. And one is, she's the principal of Nanavati School, the ICSE board, na? Mrs. Neela Mulchandani. She has put her son there also. That's because I convinced her. I literally convinced her.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate.
Anytime you need me, just holler here. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Before you go, I wanted to help you to help your child improve faster. Here are 4 things that you can do. 1, you can subscribe to my channel so that whatever tips, strategies, insights, whatever I share, they come to you as notifications into your inbox and you are updated on a weekly basis. 2, you can buy my book, Looking Beyond Labels, Becoming a Mindful Parent. It is available on Amazon. It's a guidebook. It will guide you on really how to help you to help your child better. 3, I've done a lot of masterclasses which are all available as recordings on my website, kushi.net.in/online-events. You will be able to refer to a lot of courses related to sleep, toilet and potty training, sensory diet, oral motor challenges, emotional wellness, and so many of those. And then number 4 would be, we can meet and I can guide you. We can meet weekly. I meet parents weekly for some of my courses, which you can find on kushi.net.in/events. And we can meet weekly. You get to ask me your questions. I share what to do, how to help, and it's all done in a group setup. It's an amazing deep dive trying to understand your child. And I'm sure it transforms your perspective. It transforms the way you work with your child. And these are the 4 things that I feel would really help you. Thank you.